Leonard Munson, and welcome back to the monthly astrological crystal overview for March 2020 for the sign of Sagittarius. You can reach me at readingsbyleonardmunson.net or my email address, mercury524@msn.com, on my Facebook business page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson, or you can reach me on Twitter and LinkedIn. Now, you know the deal. Like, subscribe, and share. This is the overall view for monthly for Sagittarius collectively, not individually. If you take what you need, and that is it. Okay? All right, Sag, how you doing? Okay, things been a little tense here. There's some little issues here with your mind and overstress. Okay? Overthinking. Your solar sun is in the 4th house. So you're concerned about home, family, foundation, and roots, and issues you need to take care of. So some of you are redecorating. Some of you are repairing things in your home for the process of selling it. Some of you are looking at your monthly budget and how much is being spent on the family, on food, on entertainment, on bills, okay? Some of you are trying to come up with a budget that can be streamlined and that you can save money. I feel that some of you are in the process of wanting to save more money and to cut back. I feel that if you have a partner, there's some issue there with them spending money unnecessarily, or things that they're not even going to use, or clothes that they don't even wear. So there has been some discussion about having a healthy relationship with money that is connected to the bills in the house, any repairs, or utilities and things in that sense. So I feel there's been some resistance for some of you, and there will continue to be some resistance until that person understands that for both of you to have something, you got to be going in the same direction and not in separate direction, because you won't accomplish anything. I also feel that you have not been paying attention to some things that you need to be paying attention to deal with the home, and some of the specials or have kind of expire, and then you're getting bills that's higher. So you need to pay more attention to the bills and when they're giving you these specials and when they're going to expire, so you can not be caught in this situation where a big bill is being thrown on you automatically. Some of you are concerned about your roots. So some of you are going back to visit family or a grandparent or a parent and bringing back memories of where you once lived, okay? And how you have grown and became active and a productive person in the present environment. Okay, some of you are also starting a family. I also picked that some of you might be expecting children for the first or second time. I feel that the first time was very stressful, and now that you have it under the belt, I feel that if you have another child, this will be much an easy way for the mother and on the father. Because when a woman has a child, it's stressful for the man, the husband, or the father, as well as the woman. Okay? Some of you are beginning to have a better understanding of security for the family, issues in that area, and having an understanding of seeing your children grow up and enjoy them growing up, and the little antics and things that they do to learn how to walk, to talk, to mingle with other children and people, and to learn how to go to the potty and things like that. So I feel that you're getting some enjoyment out of it because of the mistakes the child is making, but they're progressing. Okay? I also feel that this being in the fourth house would affect the women in your life. So I need them to get a checkup, a pap smear, or something, a mammogram to concentrate the breast area and their stomach. I feel there's some issues here with females in the family that is having issues, a blockage in their solar plex. And the solar plex is where we hold anger, resentment, bitterness, and it needs to be healed, and it's blocked. So some of you need to clear that up. So the fourth house represents Cancer, and it deals with the physical part of the body is the breast and the stomach. And Cancer represents the home, the foundation, the family, security. Okay, and it represents women issues. So there's some issues there with women in the family for some of you Sagittarius that need to be addressed in your immediate family. Now, the stone I want you to carry in the month of March is called the Colinian. This is the orange stone. So I need you to take this and carry it around with you to help you to stay grounded in March when the issues that's related to the home and the family comes into being. So it's an orange stone, and it's very beautiful. And again, most of these stones have multiple meanings and purpose. So this is one of the purpose here that I want you to carry this on you. Place it at your door in your house, coming in, at the door, coming in, so it can bring that love that the family needs to bring into their home. Okay? Okay. Also, since your solar sun is in the fourth house, your intuition and psychic ability is at height. So you need to pay attention to your hunches and how you feel, and don't go against the first thought that comes into your mind, Sag. Okay? Now we're going to look at where the planets at and how they were going to affect you. Now, Mercury is retrograding. It has just left Pisces and is moving to Aquarius, and Mercury is in Aquarius from March the 4th to the 16th. When Mercury is retrograding, the two letters is RE, revisit, recheck, re-examine, redo. So in other words, what you were doing 3 months ago, you're viewing it back. It's slowing things down to help you to see what details or what information you miss. And now you're gathering it and correcting it. And when it goes direct, it will go direct. Some books are saying the 9th of March, and some is the 10th. So being that time. Also during that time, the 9th, we're having a super full moon in Virgo, which is the opposition of Pisces. So there's been some health issues in the family, or with you, Sag, then you need to address it. Okay? You've been avoiding it. You're taking things that's sensitizing the issue, but you need to go to the address of the root so you can correct it and move it out. So Virgo represents health issues that deal with it. The 6th house will deal with health, work, and service to others. And your solar sun is in the 4th house, and the sun is in Pisces. So it could be dealing with emotional issues that needs to be healed, need to be addressed, that you've been avoiding it. And that's why all this stress and all this anxiety is around you at this time. Okay, Mercury's in Aquarius. We are hungry for knowledge and open to new and original ideas. We begin to think outside the box, and our thinking becomes more progressive, objective. Our communication, thought patterns are spontaneously and somewhat fragmented and liberal. This is the time when inventive thinking is at peak. Okay? Now we have Venus in Aries. Venus just went into Aries today. Venus has left Aries and it's in Taurus. It went in Taurus today. When Venus in Taurus, Venus is at its home base. Taurus is Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus. So it deals with the 2nd house, and this is a concern about yours, about money, work, and possession. So Venus represents the finery. It represents beauty. It represents money and work. So a love of music, appreciation of sensual pleasures, others are the fine things in life. Such are the signs of cycle which has begun for you. This is aesthetic, artistic to be sure, but it is also practical and materialistic. You develop a keen appreciation for the value of things, including money it takes to buy them. So Venus deals with money. So again, money is on your mind, the budget, what you can afford, what you need to cut back, what you need to save, if you're going to sell a house, whether you're going to buy another house, or you're going to stay in an apartment to save money to get out of debt. This is on your mind now, Sag. So this is main concern. Now, if you're in a relationship, there's been some problems there with Venus in Taurus. So if you're in a relationship, Sag, there's been some issues. And I feel these issues has created this tension and this stress and this anxiety. Hopefully that you have sat down with the party or parties and come to a compromise. So you can relieve this stress, this anxiety that has been affecting your health. It is all associated with the family and the home and about money. If you're not in a relationship, you need to concentrate and focus on yourself, what you need to do to get your life and what you want out of life together. Okay? Okay. Once you do that, then you can attract that person that is meant for you. But if you don't have yourself together, you cannot attract this person that is going to be there and have your back. Okay? So I see you dealing with multiple people if you're single and not making any decision, but just taking your time to the one that you're going to be seeing more exclusively than the others. Then we have Mars is in Capricorn. Venus is the feminine part of us. Mars is the masculine part of us. So Mars is in Capricorn. With this new cycle taking hold in your life now, taking charge and being in control becomes more important issues for you. If you want to get things organized, you have the initiative to do it. This is a time of ambition, responsibility, and a time to keep your cool and pace yourself. Working hard is smart, or working smart is better. So working hard is good, but working smart is better. So you have that energy. You have that raw energy of Mars, that aggressiveness, that drive to get things together. So get these things together, okay? So if you have Mars in the first house, the second, or the 10th, this is going to be beneficial for you. Okay, the next thing is we have Jupiter, which is your ruling planet, is Sag. It was in the sign last year, so now it's in Capricorn. Jupiter's in Capricorn, and Jupiter's the planet of expansion, new opportunities, blessings, abundance, wealth, truth, and karma. So if you put out good karma, that warehouse in the universe, in the cosmos, is opening the doors and opportunity that you dealt with when Jupiter was in your sign in 2019. It's now beginning to move and expand. So I see some opportunity in employment for some Sag. I see them getting paid for the work that they're doing and not taking on responsibilities and loads that they're not getting paid for. I also see some promotions within the job that you have, Sag, and I see some promotions coming in, some new job that you're looking to get into. So what happened last year when Jupiter was in your sign, those opportunities are now beginning to expand. So you're expanding. You want to expand in every aspect of your life. Okay, then the next thing we have Saturn. Saturn is in Capricorn. Saturn represents structure, foundation, setting boundaries. Some of you are now beginning to set boundaries. And stop being a people pleaser. If you don't want to do it, you don't do it. Speak your truth, which from the third to fifth chakra, but be diplomatic. Sometimes, Sag, you can blunt things out and be very cold with it. So try to blunt it out, but use diplomacy when you're saying it. So when the other person you're saying it to, they can see it that it's as constructive criticism, not as negative criticism, because they're going to come back and be negative towards you. So learn to be the diplomatic, more using diplomacy, because you get more bees with honey than you get with vinegar. Okay. Saturn represents father time. So you might have lost a family member, a friend, of someone when Saturn went into Capricorn in 2018. It will stay there to 2020 in October. But you can feel the pressure being lifted off you. And when Saturn goes to your sign, it's good for you, okay? Because it will help prepare you for the abundance that's coming in the future, okay? Saturn also represents fear. Get that fear out of your mind. Just jump on out of it and do what you want to do. Okay? Jump out on faith. Believe in yourself, because that's the divine within you. Don't let people doubt you and say you can't do it. You can do anything you want, Sag. Okay? All right. Now, where's the next thing at? Then we have Uranus. Uranus is the shock planet. It's the planet of change, upheaval, revolution, independence. And once it does that, it will never be the same. Uranus went into Taurus in March the 6th, 2019, and will stay there until 2026. Okay, so there's a change and revolution in areas of Taurus to deal with your money, work, and possession. It deals with how you deal with the money. You're going to be cashless. Physical cash is going to be not so much in your life. It's going to be more electronic cash, okay? If some of you are dealing with a long relationship, that's going to be good for you. If some of you are dealing with someone that is older than you, that's going to be the norm. Is norm older or young, okay? You're going to be dealing with organizations and groups that is cleaning up the earth, maybe starting an herb garden or a garden of your own vegetables. It also represents getting off of the pharmaceutical chemical and looking at a more naturopath, holistic approach to your health, because this is creating toxins in your system and creating side effects that could be causing all the stress and tension and anxiety in your life. Okay? All right, the next planet is Neptune. Neptune represents its ruling planet is Pisces. So we're going to clean up the water. And some of you Sag could be having problems with your eyes. That's be causing headaches, stress on your mouth and your teeth. So you need to have that check out. Also, Pisces deals with your feet. And you might have some problems with your feet that you need to deal with it, or get some kind of treatment that is going to resolve the issue besides surgery, okay? And besides chemical, and maybe some reflexology, maybe some massage, maybe get yourself a foot bath and put some nice oil and stuff in there, like a mint, lavender, and massage that area. Remember, your feet is associated with 28 bones that's connected to every organ in your body. Okay? All right. And sometimes some of you might have some open hidden enemies. So you're beginning to see these hidden enemies. And these enemies could be an institution behind the scenes. And Pisces represents healing. So there's some emotional issues that you need to address with the person that did it and with yourself, and forgive yourself and stop being so hard on yourself and release this negativity that's been placed upon you. Okay, maybe you need to talk to a psychiatrist, a therapist, or maybe someone in your religion or spiritual involvement that you can vet and stop taking and beating yourself up. Okay? And then we have Pluto. Pluto is also in Capricorn, and it's a ruling planet of Scorpio. So Pluto represents transformation. It deals with emotional transformation. So there's some emotional issues that you need to let go. Okay? And it goes back to your childhood, associated with a father or father figure. Okay, maybe a father wasn't there, or he didn't show you love, but maybe he didn't show you love because he wanted to be hard on you, because he saw you had the potential to be the greatest thing that you want to be. Okay? And make him proud of it. Okay? But you need to address that. You need to forgive him if he harmed you. Forgive yourself and heal yourself and get in touch with that innocent child within inside of you. Then we have the north node of the moon. Not the moon, the north node. The north node is in Gemini. So, Sag, you got to find a better, effective way to communicate. Okay, that is your opposite sign. Now, you came in this life. The south node of the moon represents what experiences, the lessons you came in this life, and so you retreat back to that because it's comfortable. But you got to get out of that and move forward and go into the north node and learn the lessons that you came here to learn. Okay, and the north node is in Gemini, so you got to learn to communicate effectively and what you want to say in a diplomatic way. Now I'm going to pick the card that is the tarot card that is best for you this month. And this card, whenever a card is crossing you, it's in opposition to you, it opposes you. This is the challenge we're going to turn around. This represents Pisces. So this month, you're having shadows and fears. And shadows and the night makes these fears bigger than what they are. But when daylight comes, you don't have these fears. So get your head out of the cloud, Sag. Take the rose-colored glasses off and stop being fearful. And trust in your intuition and your psychic ability. If you got the hunch, go for it. Okay? Now we're going to go with the karma cards. Now there's 3 phases. That's the planets, the houses, the signs of the houses. Okay? Pluto. Pluto is the planet. So Pluto represents transformation, an emotional transformation, rising from the ashes, rising up like the great Sphinx. These emotional issues that's been bothering you are going to be ending. Okay? Then the sign card is Libra, balancing all relationships, partnerships, creativity, open enemies, house of spiritual blessing, being more diplomat, using diplomacy, decisions and indecision, houses of others, and legal situation. And the house, the 10th house. So the 10th house represents Capricorn. So it deals with your career, employment, success, moving up the ladder. Okay? Now, for the spiritual part of this month for you, resurrect yourself. Okay, that's in the planets. Pluto is resurrecting yourself. That's that transformation you're going through. And in the house, Libra, relationships. So resurrect yourself in these relationships that you're having and partnerships. And the 10th house, responsibility. Accept your responsibility as well as they accepting their responsibility. Now, in your mind, it represents get to the heart of. So get to the heart of things. This is for your mind, your mental aspect. That's for your planet. And for the sign, the beauty of, the heart of it and the beauty of. And for the house, it will bring success. And then for your physical aspect, do or die, you must. You got to do it or die for it to straighten itself out. That's your physical aspect for the month. Excuse me, for March. Okay? And then in the sign, and do it with your partner. So there's a balance that needs to be done here in your relationship with your partner, whether it's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your wife. Okay? And then in the house, become a person of power and status. And once you do that, Sag, you will become a person of power and status. Okay, Sag, I hope you enjoyed your monthly astrological crystal overview for the month of March 2020, and I'll see you back in April. You can do anything you want, Sag. Believe in yourself. Ciao.